The guy you don't want to come on the date, but I have to say, Nature's Prophet is Garbo right now. Sorry, Alliance. You're going to have to go with Escape.
The Escape can look to cancel. I guess what? Hook, Dragon Tail, eventually cool, but these are heroes that aren't necessarily going to be moving around the map early on. So Jonas and fans lane up top, you can certainly see why he's decided to go to lane rather than straight to jungle. Mid lane.
Toss in, yep, is in a bit of trouble here.
And takes one tower hit.
Another toss is coming soon.
Lim. And closes in, and that'll be a kill. Surely, yes, it is indeed. The final punch to the back comes in. Courier. I mean, if Hanskin got a touch on that, that would have been gone.
And Io's got a rune as well, so this HP minus sustain will continue.
Bottom lane Alliance. They're going to do a fair bit of harassment onto Tricks. They bring Jonas and Fan in.
Oh, they saw the TP as well. It was pinged out. Actually knows this, and we'll go and annoy Jonas.
He does have the Triz, and he has a fair bit of backup. Alliance, they're just closing onto Trixie. We'll see how many spins he gets for it. It's just going to be the one. It might allow them to get Hanskin. No, they'll aggro the tower off. Hanskin is fine.
Even get there to defend it, and TP down bottom suggests they do want to try and fight this one. Limp's level 7 and does pose a bit of a threat, but
yep, could look for a good hook here. They have Hanskin coming in as well, but
indeed.
Escape Gaming have a lot of numbers. Immediate hook to bring Hanskin away from Limp. Trixie looking to focus the IO first, but they have lost indeed quite for a trade the Alliance will be fine with. And Alliance could maybe chase down for more with the Ignite. Connecting onto Yap, so he's looking to hide himself immediately. Limp says, get the hell out of here, as Era rages. Let's see what Escape Gaming can get done here. Trixie holding Era inside him at the moment. EGM.
Does he go for it? It reveals the ward. If he'll go for it. Misses it though. Now you know it's warded.
Oh, he should still get the kill though. Jumping with the call. That's going to be the Ogre Magi down. At the same time though, tier 3s are being pressured by Alliance. Jonas and Fam already pushing up to the high ground with the Nature's Prophet. Both are there to help out. And Escape, they are heading back. They've got one TP. They're taking a fair bit of damage onto that tier 3. And we'll see if they can do anything about stopping Alliance's retreat. Yapso's down the front, and Loader tries for the TP, but Yapso's there ready and waiting with the Dismember to hold him back. The healing ward's still out, but Loader surrounded by Escape Gaming, and he gets punished for that play.
Yeah, it was good pressure, great idea. It was just slightly wrong predictions from a Loader as far as his escape went.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Kind of suggest he may go into something like a Shadow Blade after that, or a Blink Dagger just for that initiation. But
this could be nice for us if they can take this Ancient stack for Trixie. Adds a fair bit of income out, but it's a lot of Ancients to take. Oh, that's a great golem though. Immediately charged down onto the man and EGM. Alliance have lost 2. Limp's coming in trying to clear it, so he will find it, but the only slash off from Loader. They've found a second, but still they're standing strong. Escape Gaming. They're punched down onto Limp. They've found 3, and they'll go back to clearing out these Ancients. They'll certainly take that one, Escape Gaming. A very nice fight. Quick reactions there. Prompts him to drop that golem.
I think like this Orc is actually going to be kind of useless.
Where was that courier heading? That was a... It didn't have anything on, did it?
Maybe it was... Yeah, I do not know, actually.
Okay, they're looking to maybe get the ball off Hanskin and refuel it, but Limp caught out in the tree line. Hanskin not a chance to relocate him out in time.
Talk about finding the pickoffs there.
Well, he'll fill up his bottle now. He'll have to take his last final few sips before hitting the decks though, because Escape. I'll be ready to pound into the little blue ball hard and take down another double kill for Quakebat. Then they're kind of like, alright, let's try and slow this down, take this the new kind of pace and tempo. And
the cores are even on farmers. The big thing to notice with that is
caught up.
It's the supports where all the difference is.
There we go. They're going to try something up top. Immediately onto the Ogre. Can they get themselves out of it? They've actually lost Hinduin. And Limp, he looks to turn and try and fight it. Quickly jumps in there with a good call into the midst of it all. Limp, he's incredibly tanky there with a backup of Hanskin. They will take him out of the fight though. They did end up losing Loader. Jonas and Fan in the tree line will TP out as well. Has got his bot, so cool down to head back.
Oh, he's found a couple. He needs friends, I want to say. Okay, not with the...
You have got the... yeah, they could try and turn with the Orchid. Come on, they kill it with a Mancer out. Poison's out and down for 70 seconds.
He did die to the DOT, the poison damage, I believe. Kills. Like, we haven't seen it as much from Quake from the DK, from Yap from the Pudge. most of these kills are coming from Trixie. He's 12, 2, and 4.
Radiant's bottom tower
He's had a hell of a game.
We'll still be at the minute. Might go for a bit of a trade for trade. I mean, they'll just clean out the top range racks. Golem has been dropped onto Jonas and Fan. He's trying to get himself out of there, and he will do with the help of the IO. Quick relocate to save him.
They stopped the push at bottom just to deal with the split push, and all they're going to kill is an IO.
Radiant's bottom.
But the IO's been doing a formidable job at bailing out teammates.
And it feels like Alliance potentially going for a little risky player. They're moving around as three towards him, but they get the jump in immediately onto Era, but he gets a chance for the rage drop. They're chasing down there with the Omni Assassin's Fake. I've got a busy trying to get for the backup, but it's not there in time. They kill the Lifestealer quick enough. Alliance looking out for 80 seconds, and they're looking for more. Limp relocated by Hanskin across the look to Cinder, and Yapko with the hook to save him. Cinder is in trouble there to break through, but the beautiful break from Loader means just the Warlock's out. They'll come in onto Yapster as well. Trixie's tried to jump in with the BKB, but he himself has to get himself away. EGM TP's out. Dragon form, they push from that as well. But of course now the Jonathan fan, he has finished off the Octarine on top of the Ags. These lanes are just going to be constantly pressured onto Escape Gaming's half of the map. And well, Jonas and Fan, honestly around AFK there. They're really back up there. Jonas and Fan, he may just survive through this one. He tries to get himself away with the spell, and as it's Granite Tricks in, he's still alive to come in. Finally gets thrown down, but a good Omni Slash from Loader. Chomps down Trixie. Koifer in trouble as well. A Dragon Tail to hold back the Ogre. There's the Toss Sword on the illusion there. Nice little play, but it's not good enough to get the kill. Turn around here as Dismember onto Loader, holds him in place, allows them to get the Jug. EGM traps the TP out. Is he going to make it? He is just in time. Also Trixie buying back for that one.
Jonas is in the top lane, making tree and sending them in. This is not going to do any damage, but it's more just like a scouting tool.
The back door's gone though.
That's...
They got some creeps up, I believe, in the last few seconds, maybe on the bottom lane?
I mean, it's backdoor protection, you know.
It's Dota too.
Yep. It's a feature.
This is one of the nerfs given to Alliance.
It'll be fixed once we're out of beta. Both ways, where if
That's true.
Alliance have to not make mistakes, or both teams can. We're kind of in that ultra late game Dota where one big mistake and you've lost the game for either side. For Alliance, it's not even if you're buybacks, it doesn't really matter, because if you're not if you lose someone like a Tiny and then have to buy back, but your lane's not pushed, you're buying back to team fight with that Tiny and defend your base. And someone like a Lifestealer DK could just go for your throne and force a fight. So buyback really help out his team, make sure they win that bottom fight, even though he died. But yeah, this game could have had some interesting directions. Guess what, Loader's... He's got money for this Skadi, but...
Has he got money for Skadi and buyback?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got the old more already done, so he's a quad booster.
Having issues pushing out the lanes.
So lane, Koifer, who's been found out, but the BKB the Silver is trying to get out, they turn their attention towards Area instead. A hook holding back the Nature's Prophet. Yapsos managed to catch one of them, but Limp and Hanskin chasing forward, beating down onto the Lifestealer. Area tries to rage and fight back, but he's falling low at the same time. Yap trying to finish off Jonas and Fan. He is going to be able to do it there with a final hook to finish off the Nature's Prophet. He'll pay with his life, but it looks like at the same time, Area was actually able to play his way out of there with the armlet toggling.
This Shadow Blade is so value for Koifer.
No,
they never have detection.
He's going straight for Hanskin, and Hanskin has gone a very easy quick pick off, and now Limp's on his own. Limp, he does have Blink, he does have Box, Yapso can get the hook down, Yapso finds him in the tree line, absolutely perfect.
Yep, that's the kind of game-winning plays that...
Oh, he had a ward.
Escape me. Oh, he did have a ward.
He did have a ward.
I think they really need to keep the Ogre with the IO Tiny, because he's the one with the gem. The lack of... Koifer's just...
Does that need to buy back here, do you think? Can they hold with that?
He's waiting for the IO to respawn as well. Jonas is trying to push out the money.
Set of racks in.
Yeah, and one Rax is not the end of the game.
Well, it jumps in with the Omni Slash. There's a Hex onto Koifer. Koifer being the main focus. Fugitory Travel coming in on top of him. They're looking to bring the back up, but the good combo from Limp. Oh, the goal is coming out to Koifer. He's going to survive for the time being, getting out. Limp's managed to clear them out. White Chair falling low. Finally taken down. Trixie very low as well. On the front of the Loader, hold back by Fire Blast, but already escaped getting it lost two. He's going to fall as well. Alliance kick down a third. It cost them the buyback.
They got the Hex.
Oh, that's big. They've not only found Free, they've found Koifer. Error with the buyback. Yapzor trying to run himself away, but it looks like they'll be able to chase him down as well, as a triple kill for Limp is picked up. No buyback on Axe, as you mentioned. They do have buyback on the other three.
Yep. I mean, Sin's buyback not the best because he's got no Roth. DK will immediately buy back his BKB down to 5 seconds, so he'll have it for this fight, but So what Alliance look to do, they're kind of scattered and not really showing signs that they want to push. They're going to send in some illusions bottom, get a range rack. Not worth glyphing just for the range rack. You want to save that for if IO Tiny like actually relocate in your base, for example.
Has fallen.
Being used there by
They just pop it in bottom. The rat is in full action. He's going for the melee bottom while Tiny's going for the top.
Jonas and Fan drawing Quoif's attention away. Quoif's going to be able to close the gap. They're going to try and go for the kill here. Quoif ending fire onto the Nature's Prophet. Jonas and Fan falling low and falling down. They've lost the MP. He's down for 100 seconds. No buyback available for him.
Tiny got top though, so they did get one melee. They're not going to get a second melee, it looks like.
It's incredibly low though down on the bottom lane.
Yeah.
And mid lane's starting to take a bit of damage as well from the illusion spam. Jump off from Yapsol, looks for the hook. Isn't going to find it.
I think at this point, I mean, Alliance, the biggest thing they're losing to right now is this Silver Edge. The Invis initiation from Quoif has found countless kills, and I think this is kind of the stage of the game where if you're an Ogre, the gem alone isn't enough. Buy like 20 sentries and just scatter them around. Scatter them at bottom, at mid, at top.
Oh, and the illusions from Limp found the melee racks.
Yeah, this is where you're hating Dodo.
Oh!
You're definitely hating
Rest in peace. Bye, bottom. They'll be back. I'm sure Navi with next DreamLeague.
back on Navi apparently.
Dude, I'm hyped for her boss. Yeah, I'm ready for Navi in 2017. That's what's there. That's what's going to be hype.
Well, Axbaz are hard.
Oh, Lim, he's just going straight in. He's had enough. He wants to try and finish off the Megas, and he may just do it. They're using everything to hold him back, and if he relocate out. I mean, I want
the glyph, you know, I think that was Alliance saying, this is how we win this game. We just force the glyph, and then next time we'll get the racks. They don't. Yeah, they don't get the IO.
Quoif?
Yeah.
He gets the IO. And Skev caught up by Dragon Tail. That's getting him out. Alchemist got a good call onto Tiny as well. Tiny's surrounded Limp. And there's quite a bother here.
They got the racks meanwhile.
Yeah, Loader went straight in, mega greet them. But they do lose the Tiny's life for it. The Curry actually ends up going down as well. I did have 2.2k net worth on. Dive lost that. Jonas and Bank, and he could have by the hook. He's going to try for the Sprout TP, but the call from just outside of the Sprout from Trixie holds him back. Yeah. So Alliance losing heroes. I believe there was a buyback from... No one pulled back yet. There's the buyback from Jonas. Yeah, if he went south, that would have been a kill.
That would have been type 2. That could have been... I don't say it would have been game, but that would have been a big kill.
I mean, they are pushing him very hard mid lane, Escape Gaming. They are up to the racks now in the mid lane. Raptor has been left behind. And it'll take a bit of... He may even survive this. He's up on top of the Godz, to catch him out. They have him. Yapsor's out. And mid lane, Escape Gaming taking down the mid racks, moving on to the tier 4s. You've got to buy back, you've got to get yourself in. It's going to be the base race. Trying for the tier 4s here. Alliance pushing on, but it looks like they're pushing a little bit faster from Escape. They found a tier 4, but a Hex is there for Jonas and Fan. BKB popped by Trixie, tries for the call in. Pop the Manta Star, turns around, just starts to power back into them. Alliance could be able to get these kills. They take down Trixie. Eric falling low as well. He's out. There'll be 2 buybacks coming out immediately. Already back in the base. They've lost 1 tier 4 on Escape Gaming's side. They're almost going to lose a second. The Ancient is exposed on Escape Gaming's half of the map.
Dire's Ancient.
We'll see if they try and set or anything. Maybe grab another Aegis for someone like an IO or an Ogre.
We'll see. Right now, bottom lane, Quoif has found an opening onto Limp. Now BTP's coming in. Immediately the relocates out. Beautifully done.
They're at the throne. You mentioned it.
Oh, they're looking to finish the game. Can Sin stop this? It doesn't look like he can. Limp trying to hold in. He's got relocated back out to the south. Loader left alone here. But he looks to just try and pummel into the side, get himself away. Escape Gaming could get a kill though. Loader's in a lot of trouble. They're surrounding him. He gets caught out by the Dragon Tail. Loader to fall. But already the tree is just hammering down onto the turret. Is he EGM? It's the Ogre that's looking to finish it off here. Can he do it with the crazy EGM and Handscan? The 2 to finish off the throne. The 2 that you least expect to as well. And they've only just gone and done it here. Alliance winning game 3.